It's been a long time. How you been?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. You know, as good as it can be with all the situation going on right now in Israel.
I see. Before we, I want to talk about what's going on in Israel, but I see something there, some hardware I haven't seen before.
So apparently, I won the 2022 championship, but then I never got the ring because of the COVID and everything that happened, and they gave it to me today. So I feel like I feel special today.
You like it?
Finally, I got it.
You like it?
Yeah, I do.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
Fourth ring, so kind of special.
I'm jealous. That's
Yeah, I worked hard for that.
NASCAR champion.
Yeah.
Leland. Yes, you did work hard.
Yeah.
So
A
what
lot
is
of sweat.
A lot of sweat. What's the career look like?
So I won the championship in 2022, the Wheel in Euro Series. After that's my fourth championship, and I got to the point that I realized I'm done with Europe. I need something bigger. I need something better. And obviously the natural next step will be come here to the States. So I did only a couple of races, GT and endurance races in 23. But the goal now is to find our way back to the car here in the States, and
How are those prospects looking?
how the what?
How are the prospects looking? What?
I don't know. I mean, we will see. It's kind of hard, but I'm sure I have a lot to deliver. I'm a road course guy. I'm a road course specialist. I'm coming from Europe. I'm coming from road course background, GTs, endurance, touring car, stock car, everything, and I'm sure I can deliver and bring some good things here on the races here.
Well, we're glad you're here. I'm glad you're safe. Which kind of brings me to some of the issues that are going around the world. On October 7th, there was an invasion, and sadly that's my birthday. October 7th is my birthday, so when I heard about that, I'm like, oh my God. Talk to us, your perspective being from Israel. Tell people about you and your family and your friends and what's happening. You've seen this firsthand.
I've seen it firsthand. I think it doesn't matter how many words I will tell about this story. Nothing can express what happened on October 7th. Obviously, everybody knows exactly what happened, but I used to live in a house in a kibbutz, in a village just next to the border in Gaza. Thank God I wasn't living there at that time. But I knew everybody, all the friends, my neighbors, my friends, and I lost quite a lot of friends. It was tough. Again, I cannot even express what happened, but it was tough week at the beginning, to go from funeral to funeral to funeral. And I have 4 friends that already 133 days hostages in Gaza, and there is nothing. It's more than a human mind can digest. You know what I mean? To think about the fact that we're here in Daytona racing. It's wonderful, and somebody, civilian, innocent guy, sitting right now in Gaza, surrounded by terrorists and bombing and inside war. I think it's something that the human mind cannot even realize. And I think that's also the part why I'm here. I'm going with the dog tag of the hostages. We want to bring them home now, and I'm trying to raise the awareness about what's going on in Israel, and also in general about the anti-Semitism that's going right now, they're rising right now in United States also, worldwide. Since October 7th, we've seen like a huge jump in the anti-Semitism incidence rate. So that's also one of the parts that I want to bring here to the States. I want to talk about it. I want it to be on the table. I want people to realize, to know what's going on. And I think this is also a huge part of me as an Israeli.
Why do you think the anti-Semitism is so gaining strength? Because this has been something, it's been put behind people for a long time, and then all of a sudden we see it more in schools and universities, and people not being, I guess, educated or just buying into indoctrination, for lack of a better term. What are your thoughts on that?
I think you just said it. I think it's education. as an Israeli, I don't comment. I don't talk about stuff that happened in America. You live here. You know what's going on here. You know what's the problem. And you have your own ideas. People who live here, they don't know what's going on exactly in Israel, and they still comment. They still saying their ideas, and sometimes there are so much disinformation and misinformation going on right now, especially on social media, that just wrong stuff, and that it's like a snowball. It's going and getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's just like it's not even a fact. It's just like lies, and I think that's the main problem right now. That so much misinformation and disinformation that are going on right now on social media. I think that's the main reason why you see those kind of incidents of anti-Semitism incidents.
So in Israel on October 7th, we saw the paragliders coming in, and we saw everything that happened that day. But since then, there's been fighting and killing and more hostages. And you mentioned the hostages and your friends. How is personally? How do you deal with that? How do their families deal with this? And where does it end? Is there an ending?
I think the end will be when Hamas will be gone. Obviously, there are so many innocent people on both sides that deserve to live happy life, just normal life. And the fact that a terrorist group is function as a government of Gaza, that's the issue. And I think that everything will be over. I really hope everything will be over when we get rid of Hamas. I think that's the main mission. Also for Israel, I'm not a politician. I'm not a general or something. I just from living in Israel saying what I think. But as it looks like, Israel is doing the right thing, and America is together. They join forces together to fight the situation right now in Gaza. I cannot, I cannot say what's going on with the hostages' families. I mean, this is. You cannot, as I said, you cannot even imagine. I mean, that's your son, your daughter, your brother, your father that got kidnapped to Gaza. I mean, this is something that even I, as an Israeli, cannot even imagine how they feel. It must be like terrible, terrifying situation to be in.
For those that don't know about Israel, they've never paid attention to what life is like there. What is life like in Israel for an everyday citizen? Before this?
Before?
And then now?
Before that, it was, Israel was a wonderful country. It is still a wonderful country. Just living life like everybody else, same like here. After the war started, it became really, really intense. Even my house, which I live in Ashdod, it's around 40 minutes from the border with Gaza. We're getting bombed. We're getting rockets, thousands. I'm talking about thousands of rockets since October 7th, that's flying straight into our houses. And you don't know the feeling, suddenly you hear a siren, you need to run. And when I'm talking you need to run on your life. Literally, you run for your life. And this is something that we don't deserve. I mean, we need to, people here don't know the feeling of running for your life. And I think this is something that really need to put an end. And now we also with this situation with Lebanon and everything with Yemen and what's going on the Red Sea. I think it's crazy situation right now.
You've lost lots of friends and family. Can you talk about that? Is that okay?
Yeah. So I lived in a kibbutz right next to Kfar Aza, right next to the border with Gaza. Got the invention in October 7th, and apparently the neighborhood that I lived here, there is usually young people live there, and I have a lot of friends and neighbors that 6:30 in the morning somebody came with a glider or invade through tunnels through the border, get into their houses, start shooting everybody, slaughter everybody, beheaded, crazy stuff that just thinking about it makes me feel sick. And for what? They didn't even woke up in the morning, 6:30 in the morning, and they die for, I don't know why. I really don't know. Just because of hate.
Do you think that you can get your message out through your racing and maybe, I don't know if there's a peace solution or if there's a compromise? I don't know the world events. I can't predict the future, but no one deserves this.
First of all, I always think there is the peace way is the right way. We all want to live, it doesn't matter which religion you are, we all want to live happy, joyful life, I do believe that by racing here in the States, and I will be able to, raise the awareness at least about it. A lot of people, we are just a minority. The people who actually need to know about it and talk about it are not the Jewish guy, are the other people here in the States, and that's what I want to do, and that's the goal, and combine that with also hopefully successful races here. I think I can change some stuff.
Is your family safe?
Yeah, thank God they are safe. I have a lot of friends that are right now fighting in Gaza. Right as we're talking, they're inside Gaza, trying to do their best, to get the hostages back. It's the first war in the world that we actually fight underground and above the ground at the same time, which is crazy. I think that war will be in the history. Thank God everybody's safe right now, and hopefully it will end soon, as soon as possible.
When was the last time you were in Israel?
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah. I live in Israel. Yeah, my wife is there. Everybody is there. I left everybody. I came here because I'm a man on a mission right now. I wanna talk about it. I want people to, even if they feel uncomfortable, I want them to feel uncomfortable. That's what it's a fact. That's what's going on right now in Israel. And I think, they're there, and I'm here just for a couple of weeks. Not even that. Next week I'm going back. It's still my country. I love Israel. I'm in Israel. I'm proud Israeli. I'm proud Jewish.
Hopefully this can come to some sort of resolve where people can be safe and live happy lives, obviously.
Yeah, we all deserve that.
Appreciate your time, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you.